Good morning, out on Doozer today. Been home about 10 days, been hanging out for a ride, but the weather has been shit. There was a couple of good days that you might call spring, and then it's just been raining. Had a couple of days of pretty significant rain, so I had kind of hoped that Wombat Lerderderg would have dried up a bit while I was away. And I'm sure it had up until my return. So today's ride was more about giving Doozer a run. So it's November, early November, which means all the tracks out here should be open. The rain over the last week, as I mentioned, would have impacted a lot of what's out here at the moment. We'll go and have a quiet look. I'm on Blue Gum O'Brien's link, and it was a couple of months ago before the tracks reopened. I was talking about whether they were going to do any work, and it seems that nothing's been done to Blue Gum O'Brien's, and we also mentioned that the rain would have made things pretty slippery, and it has. That yellow clay a little bit slick on top. A few rides back I mentioned I don't ride diggers often. One of that is, the chance of coming across forward drive's just too high. And, it's just one of those tracks that I don't mind on, just I don't find it that enjoyable. I also mentioned in a vlog a long time ago about riding out here and how quickly the tracks change. So it used to be where you could come up on the left-hand side around that stump, and as you can see, over the last few months the forward drives have changed it a little bit. Between the forward drives and the weather, the camera probably won't pick up the size of the rock steps, but there's probably 3 foot between the bottom of that and the rise of the next. And then that drops down to a really sharp, it's almost 90 degrees rock step. So picking a line has been a little bit difficult. Again, part of that is because I don't ride it often enough. But then up where Doozer is now, it's just rock steps all the way. So you used to be able to sneak around the end of that stump. As you can see, it's been dug out, fairly sharp steps, and the rain's made some of it pretty slippery. So get over that. Stay here to the left, I'm guessing. Avoid those rock steps. Come around, hug that stump, and things should be good. But it's certainly changed a lot since the first time I rode out here, or on diggers, 18 months, 2 years ago. It's certainly changed a lot since I rode out here. I did diggers a couple of months back. I had to walk, Doozer and paddle up those sharp rock steps between the clay and that shaly rock. I've got no traction on the back wheel on some of them. Jeez, it's chewed up. So the next rock step, what used to be a single track chicken track off to the left, that's been turned into a fairly main thoroughfare now. For those that are familiar with diggers, you'll be aware that there are some holes, puddles in here that will swallow your car and your bike. For those that aren't familiar with diggers, there's some holes or puddles in here that will swallow your car or your bike. Don't need that stick there. That's one of those car swallowing, bike swallowing holes. I wish I was a bit more familiar with diggers, because I don't know which are the deep holes. We go front wheel. Oh, that's muddy. Chicken track there. It's obviously there for a reason. I could go and put my feet in on that edge over on the right. I can't even stand on the edge. It's pretty soft when I got the front wheel about there. Bottom's firm. Maybe a foot and a half. Let's see what happens. Can only get wet. Okay, the bottom's not so firm. The stick went through. There's going to be some huffing and puffing now. Well, the stick lied to me. Oh. That's kind of a cool day, but I'm working up a sweat. Might have been easier to do that in the first place, but what would be the fun in that? So a slight change of plan. Not that I had a plan, but I left home without refueling. Fuel's about here, so I probably have enough for today's ride, but been caught out before. So heading into probably Wood End. Or might cut across to Gisborne. But not sure I want to get caught out with without fuel again. Ready? Go. Okay. Well, that's it. Let's see what happens.